Hey, it's time to dish with D. That's me. It is time for D's WW app tutorial series. Welcome. This is going to be a several video series on different aspects of the WW app, broken down into smaller little videos that you might want to see, you might not want to see. Pick and choose which one, watch them all. I encourage it. It's kind of like the WW App Academy Dish with D style. So you will see a lot of videos coming out this week, different segments. The first one today is on the recipe builder. Yeah, a lot of you don't use the recipe builder, and we want to fix that because the more you use it, the more you will fly through it. I promise you, it is an important tool in your WW journey. Oh my gosh, it is. I do. But I will say, back in the original day when I started, I didn't use the recipe builder either. I would just scribble on a piece of paper and divide it by the amount of servings. You can still do that, but it's easy to go back, and we could share recipes with WW members who have the app. You hit I show you there's a share button, and we share the link, and you could open the recipe that, say I made a recipe and I share the link. When you hit the link and it goes into your recipe builder, it gives you your points for your personal points. I should say your personal points. So it's kind of nice that it's able to do that. It adjusts to what plan you're on and what foods you count, what foods you don't. So that's a great feature. So I hope you enjoy this series. And if you do, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and let me know in the comment section, what's the next thing you want to learn about in the video series, the app series tutorial. I have one pick, but if I get enough from somebody else, if it's something different, maybe we'll do audience choice. So let me know what you want to know about in the WW app. The app honestly hasn't changed. It's still the My WW 3. It's part of the 360. I did an app tutorial on it last year. I will link that in the cards. It's a general one. If you want to take a look at that, you can. Like I said, not much has really changed. Just the little assessment is there and the way the different pointed things are, and the calculator has changed. But it's the same calculator, just things we add in. So really the app hasn't changed that much, so don't fret. So let's get started with my recipe builder. Welcome to the tutorial of how to create a recipe. First, let's find our app. There we go. So we open our app up. Let's get to the main page, which is, here you go. This is I call it my flagship page. This is where you start all your things. So the app honestly has not changed. Just things have been tweaked. This app got updated when they did the My WW 360. I do have a tutorial on that one. If you want to see, it's a very broad one. If you want to take a look at that, I may link it up in the cards. But we are talking specifics on these videos, so we're going right to the recipe builder. So you see the three lines in the upper left-hand corner of your screen. My face is on the right-hand corner. That's my little, to get to my settings, but the little three bars. Some phones don't have that. I don't believe Android does. I know that I have an iPhone, so yours might be a little bit different, and that would be the reason. But I'm sure if it's a little bit different, we're going to be able to figure it out. So you hit your little dot, your three bars, and it brings you to your menu. And notifications come on if you have those turned on. You have a couple of the things. We don't want to go over too much because we're just really sticking to the recipe builder. So midway down, you'll see where it says recipes under food. You'll hit that and you'll see what's in the fridge. We'll talk about that another time as well. But we want to go to my recipes, and there's three things. It's saved, created by you, and create a recipe. So saved is when you're on the WW app, and let me show you. Let me do that real quick because, yeah, we go right on the app, Denise. So you're in there and you see where they have the recipes. Let's find recipes. Here we go. White bean tuna and pasta. So you see this recipe, see where it has save on the right-hand side under where the 6 is? You hit that, that goes in that saved file. So when you hit the saved, that will be under there. So if you see recipes you like, I definitely try to hit the save. This way you'll be able to find them much more easily. Not that you can look it up, but that just saves you a step. So that's what that means. So we're going to go back to recipes. So we saw the saved, and that's a really good, I'm telling you, it's a good feature if you find a recipe you really enjoy on the WW app, and they have so many great recipes on this app. So created by you is all the recipes that you create, and this is where they go. This is where they live. See, I made a vinaigrette dressing, and that's where it lives, and has all the points and all that, and the servings, and everything on your recipe can be adjusted, can be tweaked. It can be like, edited. You don't have, like, say all of a sudden you decide you don't like to use Dijon mustard anymore. You're allergic to it. Well, there's ways to edit and take that out. Or you want to add something else that you really enjoy, like shallots. You could always, these are not etched in stone recipes. So you always can go back and change them. And then you could also track from this screen, add to your plan, add to Siri. Siri will, if you say to Siri, track balsamic vinaigrette, it will track it for you. You have to have that all set up. I don't have that for me because I'm not ready for Siri yet. So let's go back to our screen and we're going to create a recipe. That's the third thing down, a brand new recipe. First, you have to have a name. Now, whether you're getting it off of a website, you're creating it yourself, that you're making up, you always give the name of it. You have to have a name. This way you can look it up. So make sure it's easy that you can remember. Excuse me. We're going to call this pasta. I'm making this up. This is not a real recipe. Pasta D. Because this is just for explaining purposes. This is not a real recipe. So it also asks you to put the servings in. And if you're not sure, just guess. And then you could always go back and change it. I'm going to say it's a pound of pasta. So we're going to say 6 servings. Like I said, I can go back and I can adjust that. All right, we hit the serve and it goes back. So, all right, we have our name. We have how many it serves. And remember, everything can be changed. So next, we're going to add ingredients. Now, they can be added one of 2 ways. You could add them. Let me show you. Hit add. Now, you can go search ingredients or you could hit the barcode. So right now, I have a box of Barilla penne. So let's see if we can find it in the search. Barilla. Penne. There it is. It comes right up. So you grab that. Now it's 2 ounces. That's a serving, but we're creating a recipe. So we want to add the whole box of Barilla penne. So you have to go to where it says servings and you have to see if you could, it's a pound of pasta. You can do it by ounces. You can do it by grams, but pounds is there. So we have 1 pound of pasta. So you hit add ingredient. So, all right. So you already know that's 43 points for this whole box of pasta. So we all know so far our recipe is 7 points for 6 servings. Like I said, you can maybe get 8 servings out of this and that would lower the points, but we're not sure yet because we're still creating. But if you're copying this off of somebody, they've done all that work for you. So the next ingredient we're going to put in is some garbanzo beans. So what we're going to do, we're going to scan this one. So we're going to hit add again, and we're going to hit the little scanner up at the right-hand corner, and we're going to scan our can. All right, now it says a half a cup. And how many's in here? It is usually a cup. So we're going to put, I think, let me see. There's, I believe it's probably a cup and a half in here. It has grams as well. So if we don't know, this one has 130 grams. This is 430 grams. Let's grab this one and put it under. We're going to use this food, and we're going to change the grams to 439. That's what's on the can. So we're going to adjust it. So you could always adjust. There's other ways you could figure it out, but this is, to me, is the most basic way. So let's find 439. Now this is not one of my 0-point foods, so it's going to come up points. Now, if you have beans, it will come up 0 on your recipe builder, but it won't come up 0 on mine because, unfortunately, I couldn't pick beans. I would love to have beans because I think beans are fabulous, but yeah, only get a limited thing. So, all right, it's fine. 439. Oh, I can only see. There we go. 439. Add ingredient. All right, that only added 1 point. Well, that's pretty good. These beans aren't that bad. All right, next we're going to add some corn. Hit the add button again. I'm going to grab, I have a big can of corn, but we're not going to add the whole can. So this is interesting. So we're going to scan it. We'll just show you how to do this. All right, half a cup of corn is 3 points because it's a starchy vegetable for me. So I am going to use this food, and I'm actually going to put 1.5 cups in there. I'm going to add that. And then we're going to put our enchilada sauce, which, let's see how much it is. All right, I don't think I could find this one. We're going to have to add scan. It might even be in the system. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? Add, scan. All right, 1 ounce is 0 points. So how many ounces is this can? 28. So we're going to use all of this because it's a pasta sauce. So we're going to put 28 ounces in here. Like I said, all your answers are on your ingredients. So don't feel you're ever lost. There's always an answer. All right, add an ingredient. So there we go. Let's go back. Now we're back at the recipe. So that's all we're adding. And so far, it is 10 points a serving using 6 servings. Like I said, that might be, I'm generalizing. You could, again, go back here and say, you know what? I'm going to make it 8 servings to lower the points. And it's 8 points. I'm going to make it 9 servings. It's 7 points. So you can play around with that. Depends on how much you want to eat, honestly. Leave it at 8 servings. Okay, now it says here at the bottom in blue, add more details. Hit that. Now it has prep time. This is just good if you're going to post it to let people know. So this prep time, honestly, would be 5 minutes. Cook time. How long are you going to cook it? Well, we have to cook the pasta. And really, we're just going to add everything in. So I'm going to say it's going to be 20 minutes to cook that. So you do that, and then you go to add instructions. So you'll hit add on the right-hand side. Let's see. I usually don't put cook time in there. Maybe that's why. Well, let me go to add. Oh, maybe go to cook time. Maybe just do this. All right. Go to add. Eventually. Maybe, no, let's just go to done. There we go. Gotta hit done. See, I don't put much instructions on here. You want to add instructions. Hit add. Cook, pasta, add, sauce, and veg. Now you're going to put I'm just trying to give you an idea. Then you have add a description. You have, you want to describe it as a Southwest pasta dish. You want to put some notes for allergies, beans. Add a description. You can put a Southwest pasta dish. Anything you want to put in there. This is up to you. Like that. And then we hit at the bottom. Done. So then that's all you have to do. And see up at the right hand it says create. And you just hit the create. And there it is. And you have to hit the create. If you lose the screen, you lose the recipe. So if you put your phone down and answer the phone, you're going to lose your recipe. I think I've learned that I don't let my phone go on, to sleep or anything. I finish my recipe. Like I said, see, there's the edit in the upper left-hand corner. Like I said, you could adjust things, hit the edit button, and it could edit everything that you want. And then you could hit update again, and it changes it. And if you want it being one of your favorites, you hit the save, the share on the side. Now it's 8 points. Now see the share. Now when you want to share it to anybody that has the WW app, you hit that share and you hit copy. It copies the link. So when you copy that link, you paste it on the text that you send, the email, the post on Facebook, the post on Connect, and that'll give the link. They have to have the WW app to access that recipe. You can't send it to somebody who has iTrack Bites because they can't open the app. They don't have the app. But you send that, and that way you could share it. And when they put it in their app, when they hit the link and it goes to their app, it'll change for their 0 point foods. So that's all done for you, which I think is quite genius, if you asked me. It's definitely easy to figure out and to do it that way. And I think that's a great little feature, which I don't know if they've done that before, is handling it that way. Now, say you've created it and you want to track it. You just we're right in the middle of the screen, just hit track. And it tracks it to your day. So simple as that. And again, you want to go back and find it. Hit your recipes, created by you, and we called it Pasta D. So O A to P. You can look it up, but we know it's called pasta D because we just did it. Pasta D, there it is. Right there. And it brings it right back up. And you make sure you put in the right meal time and how many servings you plan on eating it and all that. So other than that, it's definitely, the more you do it, and you also can do it on your computer. I actually like doing it on the computer. I'm not sure if you could scan on the, because it's a good question. But you could, like I said, you could look up everything. And if you can't find the exact ingredient, you can find something very comparable to it and just use that. So that is the gist of the recipe builder. And I will say, the more you use it, the quicker you will be. Now, you could sit there and not use, you could like say you decide, honestly, you don't have to put everything in the builder like baking powder, salt, things you don't have to count. But as long as you remember you're not sharing it with anybody so they don't have to know, then it might be good to put everything in if you're a person that shares recipes. Like I have to, because I share my recipes. So I have to put all the little incidentals in, like, baking powder, baking soda, like that kind of. Sorry about that. It threw me off. Yes, if you leave out baking powder, even though it's a non-pointed item, and the person making it doesn't know it's there, that's a biggie. So, at least in the beginning, I would put everything in, like cinnamon, things that nobody has to count, salt, baking powder, really should be in there. But that is the gist of the recipe builder. A quick overview. Like I said, when you go into the create a recipe and you want to put, again, we'll put pasta D, and let's add an ingredient. Like I said, you could go in there and just say tomato. Let's try this better. Sauce. And there is a 1/4 cup of tomato sauce right there. You could use that, absolutely. Like I said, I don't get too nitpicky on what if it's the wrong tomato sauce. I know it's all relative. For me, it's food. I don't really get too hung up on, well, maybe this point's a little bit different. So you would put in 1.5 cups of tomato sauce and you add your ingredient. It's all, like I said, it's all there. You definitely can do it on your PC, your laptop, your iPad, your tablet, whatever you do. If the phone is too small, like I said, the tablets and the laptop are a little bit bigger, so it's easier to type, quite honestly, I'm not sure if you could do the scanner on the computer. I really don't know, but because I don't think I've ever actually scanned on the computer. I've actually put in recipes by ingredient. So like I said, if you go out of that, like I just did, you'll have to go back and recreate. It doesn't hold. So what I would suggest definitely is don't let your phone go to sleep. Put it on whether doesn't go to sleep at all, because how many times have I had to restart? That is the biggest advice I can give to you. This is how I do it on my phone. If you wanted to know how to do that, because that's an important step. Go to your settings and you go to display and brightness and you go to anti-lock and you would say never. This way your screen doesn't go to sleep. So it's always going to stay on. So if you put your phone down and answer the phone, it'll still be where you left it. Because let me tell you something, I've started recipes over and over again. And it gets a little frustrating when you don't have a lot of time and you need to get it done and you just keep forgetting about that. So that is a huge tip. Thank me later for that one. But, that is it in a nutshell. Let's close out this video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that little tutorial on the recipe builder. I tried to break it down as easy as I could for you. I prefer sometimes doing it on my laptop rather than my phone because I could type and it's just a little more relaxing and not quite as small. But I'm not sure if you could scan on there. I'm not really sure because I don't think, honestly, I've not scanned on there, so I'm really not sure. But check it out. You don't have to use the scanner. Like I said, you can find comparable ingredients to what you have, or you could enter one yourself. How fun would that be? So I hope you did enjoy this video. Be prepared for several coming out the rest of the week. Like I said, if you have one specific you want to hear, leave it in the comment section below and I will see what the majority says. But I have a couple I have planned. So like I said, these will be up. They'll be in a series. They'll be in a playlist. And if you ever want to go back over and watch it again, it's easy to pick which one you want to go. You don't have to watch a whole 40-minute video and not know where you have to find the certain specific thing you're looking for. So we're breaking it down. I like to say I'm dumbing it down for myself because sometimes I need a refresher course. Don't we all? So I'm trying to make it as simplified as I can for you, and I hope you enjoyed it. So we will dish another day, folks. Remember to thumbs up this video if you enjoyed it. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you as part of the community here at Dish with D. And if you know anybody that needs this tutorial, there's a share button right there. Hit the share, gives you a link. Share it on a Facebook group, on your WW meeting, in a Zoom, wherever you think somebody's asking about how to use the Recipe Builder. Even though there is the App Academy on your app. So go check out how WW says it as well. I highly recommend, because they're the experts. I'm just a girl on a journey, sharing it with you fine folks. So have a great rest of your day, week, whenever you get to see this, and I will dish with you tomorrow. Bye-bye.